I'm back, my collective. Okay, so what was I saying? There were two deities that that have been trying to reach us, and especially, okay, the first one, especially, and I got this download. And the deities, let me just say, the deity is Kaal Bhairo. All right, I did not know much about him. I did not even know that he's one of the manifestations, one of the in a way, avatars of Lord Shiva. I did not know that. I just knew, yes, there's a Bhairo Baba. I know that. And I didn't know much about him. The first time there was long back, not very, very long ago, but some time back, I was given this download that I was under immense spiritual warfare, fighting it out, and I was given this message from my divine team that they have sent in Kaal Bhairo to shield me, to fight my war. I did not know much about it, but it was just given to me once. So I remembered it. I was told that, Kaal Bhairo has been given, this, been given the task, given the mission to support me and fight my war with me on my side. It was, like I said, it was just given to me once. It wasn't repeated, it wasn't said, anything, no follow-up, nothing to that. But I remember this energy, and something else happened, and I was reminded of him. Something else, I cannot share that with you, I'm sorry, my collective, but something else, you have to trust me on it. Something else happened, and I was reminded of his energy at that time. It's a very regular thing, but I was reminded of Kaal Bhairo at that time by the divine. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. And I went to Beer a little while, literally just a few weeks back. And there we visited a temple, a Shiva temple. It's a very beautiful temple, and there's a very beautiful tal right next to it, and it's quite famous. It's very peaceful, very serene. Not many people go there because temple, right? People go to सबको वो ही करनी है, skydiving, not skydiving, like paragliding ही करनी है वहाँ पे. So, but we did go, me and Zen, we always love to go to temples and other religious places. We love going there. And we went there, and just literally when you enter that temple, right outside is Kaal Bhairo and Mata Kali, and there are two more deities I'm forgetting. Lord Hanuman, yes, and Matsya Avatar, some Matsya Avatar, some devta that I could not have, I did not know about, but there was Kaal Bhairo also right there. And I remember my husband asking this, would you know this, what is this deity? Who is this deity? Is he Lord Shiva? Who is this Kaal Bhairo? And then he got confused. Is it that Bhairo that chased Mata Vaishno, that little girl, our Devi, right? From that story, that Mata Vaishno Devi story. Is it the same Bhairo as Kaal Bhairo? Is it the same Bhairo? And I was like, I don't know much about it, but I'll get back to you. I don't know. And he was asking these questions. My husband was asking, it was almost like Kaal Bhairo evoking me, the divine inside me, evoking that connection with me. Again, I was like, okay. And now again, you would not believe, there's a social media platform I went to, I never go there. I just, not because I don't like it or something, I just don't have the time for it. I don't have the energy for it. And literally, it was like one of the first things I saw him. It was almost trying to make a connection with us, collective. And I know it is for you, also for me, of course, but also for you. Who is Kaal Bhairo? And I read his, just a little bit of, a background story that he is literally a manifestation, it's a form of Shiva, Lord Shiva. Okay, but is very, very aggressive, angry, warrior form. Lord Shiva in himself is like Adi Yogi, right? Let's say he's a sadhu, in a way. Yeah, he's like that. He's always meditating, always between realms, always, that's why you see the gods are always like this. Their eyes are half open and half, their eyes are never like this, right? They are, especially Lord Shiva, you'll see his pictures. Now notice, always the eyes are half open, half yeah, because they're in different realms at the same time. 4 on the clock, I'm right? Different realms at the same time. They're transcending different realms at the same time. So that's how you look like when you're in a half meditative pose. You're half here, your body's here, but you're somewhere else. That's how it looks like, right? But you see Kaal Bhairav, he's like totally present. He looks really present. So he's very angry, aggressive, very warrior-like, very, I will give you punishment. You will pay for your sins. That kind of like avatar. And I think it was like, from what I know is that this was between, there was like, fight between Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma and it was, I think, Lord Shiva who, something had happened, all right. Something had happened in the background, and Lord Brahma, I think, said something that he should not have said. He was almost like disrespectful towards Lord Shiva, and this is when Kaal Bhairo was born. I think, Lord Brahma was very, very gotten. Thank you, Divine, 44 on the clock. So Lord Brahma, all right, the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh I'm talking about, all right, the Lord Brahma, all right, the creator, the one with the many faces. I'm saying that because a lot of people don't know, okay? It's perfectly okay to not know it. It's all right. All right, so Lord Brahma had 5 faces actually in the beginning, all right? So he said something to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva got really angry. The Rudra, not the Rudra Roop, okay. Rudra Roop is also calling out, yeah? So his angry manifestation was born. Lord Kaal Bhairav was born, and he was the one who chopped one of his heads. As in, like, it's like almost a lesson in humility. Like, you learn it. But he was like, his ego was busted. That's how he was punished in a way, because of his arrogance, of his knowledge and wisdom and power. More like knowledge and wisdom, more like about knowledge, because he was like, Lord Brahma is known to be very highly intellectual. Like I said, he's a creator. He's very, 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 very intellectual. All right, more than, he's not a sadhu, he's not that. He's intellectually thinks, right? He creates by his thoughts, right? So he got a little arrogant and a little boastful of his powers, and then Lord Shiva had to like, these 3 are like it together, of course, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and Lord Shiva chopped one of his heads, and Shiva, as in his Kaal Bhairo Roop, chopped one of his heads, and then he was carrying, I think he carried it around, since it's a sin, right, to kill. It's almost like killing, right? Chopping someone's head off, even if they are left with 4 more. It's a Brahma Hatya, right? Brahma Hatya. Since he did Brahma Hatya, so he was like, I think he was almost like convicted to be a wanderer. So he wandered the earth, wandered the 7 plains, and when he came to Kashi or Varanasi, into Kashi, I will call it Kashi because Lord Shiva's Kashi, all right? It's always Kashi. So when he came to Kashi, that's when I think his sins got absolved, like when he entered Kashi. That's why Kaal Bhairo is known as the, I don't know if I'm correct, I think it's called the Kotwal of Kashi. जैसे Lord Ganesha कहते हैं ना लाल बाग का राजा, like, so I think it's Lord Kaal Bhairo is known as the Kotwal of Kashi, that you cannot do anything in Kashi without his permission. He's the main guy. All right, so that's why he's got like red eyes. He's that aggressive Shiva Roop, but he's Lord Shiva in that form, a very aggressive form. Just like, now look at it this way, like Nataraj, when we see Nataraj is in the Lord Shiva's dancer form, right? When he dances both angrily and merrily, right? That's Lord Shiva's dancer form. Right? This is Lord Shiva's very, very angry, ugra, aggressive, punishment giving. He has many things. He has Lord Shiva's Trishul, because he's Lord Shiva, right? He has a Trishul, he has an axe, he has a few other things, like I think 2 more other weapons that he carries, right? And so Lord Bhairo, so what my downer has been like, he's been trying to connect. So it could be that he's again back in this plane, again around you to help you, shield you, to protect you, to fight your war. All right, could be that, or he's just here to like literally connect with you. A lot of deities love to talk, like I'm speaking for myself here, collective, because I have that unique gift. I do have this unique gift that literally Lord Shiva called it a unique gift to me. And he told me that I can connect with the deities. And he told me this is a very rare gift. You have a very rare gift. There was once long time back, I would say about 4-5 years back, I would say at least. I was going through this very, very intense spiritual warfare. And it was really intense, as it is always. But, It was, and since I was new on my journey, I was still building my strength. All right, in the olden days, I was like, I would just get very overwhelmed on certain days, and I would say, Lord Shiva, why am I going through this? I didn't even do anything. I'm just a good person. Why am I going through this? What did I do? I trusted somebody. What did I do? I just assumed the best, from them as one human being to another. That's my fault. Why am I going through this? And then he said, like, so I was basically telling him, that I want, like, do I really have to be on this journey? I think it was only one day and that only one moment in my life ever since that I had felt that, why am I even on this journey? Why? I don't want it. So it was like that. All right. And I remember Lord Shiva literally speaking to me directly and saying, you have like the rarest of gifts. It is a rare gift. You being able to connect with deities. It's a very, very rare gift. Very rare gift. You should not be talking like that. Literally. At that time, he did not clarify to me like exactly what my rare gift was, but he gave me food for thought. Like, he really told me, you have the rarest gift. It's given to really very few people, and you should not be talking like that. Just giddy up. That kind of like, and so what I'm trying to say is that it could literally be my purpose to connect you to these deities. They could be speaking to you through me. Is what my point is. All right. So it is Lord Kaal Bhairo, and he is not being angry with us. He's just been around. He's around us is what I'm saying. He's around us. He's manifesting himself. Like I said, something else happened. Like, it took me, I knew at that moment it was Kaal Bhairo, and I don't even know much about him. At least at that point, I did not know anything. Like, I could not even tell you that he was a form of Lord Shiva. It was like that less I knew. But I knew in that instance that was him. So I would say, collective, be thankful, be grateful, and try to connect you to Kaal Bhairo. It's also the Kaal Bhairo. So Kaal is also death, and Kaal is also time. Right? So it brings in the time. No, I'm not saying time of death or anything. Don't go there. It's as in he has control over time. Right? So if you look at it this way, let's say, look at it different ways. He could be here to change your time also. Like, also I do feel, what I really, really feel in this moment, that he's here to fight your war. It's as simple as that, really. Let's not complicate it. He is Kaal Bhairo. He's almost the god of death. Let me just see if is he the god of death? Oh my god, even Odin is the god of death, right? And Odin is also connecting with us. Hang on. If Kaal Bhairo is the god of death and Odin is also the god of death, bro, your karmics are done, bro. Hang on. God of... Kaal Bhairo. मैं पूरा ही पूछ लेती हूँ. Okay. Kaal Bhairo is a fierce manifestation of Lord Shiva, primarily worshipped as the guardian of time and the protector of the universe. So, the guardian of time, 1, 3, 4, 4. Controller of time. The name Kaal translates to both time and death, representing his power over the finite nature of life. So it is finite for us, but for him, it's infinite. He's Lord Shiva, after all. So he's often depicted with a dark complexion, red eyes. He's angry, right? And a terrifying expression, carrying a trident, Trishul, a Dambru, and a severed head. वो severed head उन्हीं का ही है, Lord. Oh, light's gone. Okay. We still have candles. Thank you, Divine. Okay, and Vara Kotwal. Oh, he's called a Kotwal. See, I told you, Kotwal of Kashi in Varanasi is revered as a chief police officer. Chief police officer Kotwal of the city. Legend says no one can stay in Kashi. No one can stay. Achha, it's not about kuch kar nahi sakte. It's about like you can't stay in Kashi without his permission. Okay, beautiful. But is he the god of death? That's what I want to check. Wait a minute. Is he the He's the word calm. Okay, but no, it doesn't say God of is. Hang on for a second. Is Kaal Bhairo. Okay, let me not just go overly into this. Okay, let's just focus on this, that he's trying to connect. You do your research also, my collective, all right? Kaal Bhairo, he's trying to reach you, and he's trying to bless you, he's trying to protect you, and just be thankful and grateful to him. I also have, like I said, Odin trying to reach us. Honest to God, one moment. Since the light went off now, the Wi-Fi switched off for a second. It's just restarting. Hang on for a second. Ho gaya? Ho gaya. Okay, let me want to see. I'm 100% sure. Is Odin. Wow. My typos are legendary. When I type in my phone, it literally just is like, huh? Order, it is like, what? What, babe? What did you mean? Arey, ho gaya ki nahi? How much time does it take? Should I just link it to my phone? Odin is widely regarded as the god of the dead, and god, it can't be god of the dead, god of death and warfare. So he's got that because I think he's lost his eye also. He has that one eye, right? You've seen Thor, so you know Odin, right? Thor's daddy, right? Thor's papa, Thor's baba, right? So yes, in it says yes, in Norse mythology, Nordic mythology, Odin is considered as a god of death. And I'm telling you, Kaal Bhairo, why are they both coming? पटने वाली है तुम्हारे comic सी bro. Little quickly. My husband's about to arrive, and then we have to go and open the door, and it's like literally 3-4 rooms away, so we'll take time and then we'll have to cut. But it's only 17 minutes, so if just get into this question, I think Lord, yes, I think okay, Shiva, then deity worship Hindus in Shaivism. He is a powerful manifestation of Taro Shiva. Yes. He is the answer my question, please. Fears annihilator. Annihilator. Yes, death. Associated with the destruction of time, death, ego. As the supreme guardian, particularly of Kashi, he protects devotees from fear, negative force. See, he protects devotees from fear and negative forces. I told you there's a lot of negative energy that I already felt and a lot of anxiety that your karmics are feeling because they were supposed to stop you by a certain deadline. Confirmation. Just give me a second. So they were supposed to stop you by a certain deadline, but they were not able to. So, okay, let me come back. I'm going to stop this again and come back and in a second. All right. And stitch that one too. I hate doing that. Anyways, hang on.